Good morning, everyone. My name is Sakshi Rawat, and I'm Faculty of International Business at Bharati College. Uh, and we will today discuss about international business. It is one of the discipline-specific course that has been introduced for BCom semester 4th. So far, this subject has been introduced at this stage because you have already knowledge of commerce, accountancy, and economics, and now this subject will broaden your horizon because business operates in international arena in today's world. Today, international business is not a choice, it's a reality for today's interconnected world. Up to this point, you have studied everything regarding the businesses, how it operates within a single country. But in real world, in today's world, business remain rarely confined to national boundaries. Trade agreement, outsourcing, supply chain, these are shaping every industry. This subject has been introduced in this semester to prepare you for the reality so that when you step into the professional world, you are not just think locally but globally. This subject has 4 credits, 3 for lecture and 1 for tutorial, and your internals will carry 70 marks and your external will carry 90 marks. So total it has 160 marks. Okay, so let's talk about the learning outcomes. After completion of this course, you will be able to analyze the process of globalization and its impact on the growth of international business. You will understand the meaning of globalization, okay, how it transform business opportunities, stages of internationalization of a business, mode of. Okay, so let's talk about learning outcome. After completion of this course, you will be able to analyze the process of globalization and its impact on the growth of international business. You will also evaluate the changing dynamics of diverse international business environment. You will analyze the theoretical dimensions of international trade as well as intervention measures adopted. You will be able to analyze the significance of different form of regional economic integrations like SAARC, NATO, ASEAN, played by various international economic organizations, and you will be able to evaluate the form of foreign direct investment and analyze the benefits and cost of FDI. Okay, let me walk you through the detailed syllabus of this course. It is divided into 5 units. Okay, and the first unit carries 7-hour lecture, and it's talk about globalization, its concept, significance, impact on international business contrasted with domestic business, how these are different and how it will impact each other, complexities of international business, which also include the stages of internationalization of business and the orientation, mode of entry into international businesses, mode of entry like export, your licensing, franchising, your joint venture, etc. The second unit says about a business environment. Here you will be able to understand the role of political and legal system in international business and cultural environment of international business, dimensions, implications of economic environment for international business, and it carries 11 hours. Then the third unit is international trade and BOP. Here you will be understand the theories of international trade, which has a absolute advantage theory, comparative advantage theory, factory proportionate proportion theory, and Leontief paradox. Also, it's talk about product life cycle theory, theory of national competitive advantage, instruments of trade control, and BOP. Okay, how countries trade and how BOP impact the GDP at large. Then fourth unit is regional economic integration and international economic organization, which carries 9R. Forms of regional economic integration efforts amongst countries in Europe, North America, and Asia. It also includes your European Union, your USMCA, your SAARC, ASEAN. These are all regional integration. Some bilateral and multinational multilateral agreements. Cost and benefits of regional economic integration. International economic organizations such as WTO, how it function, how it's structured, its scope in the real world, and how World Bank and IMF functions, and how it help the businesses at large or the economies at large. Unit 5 says international finance and contemporary issues in international business. It carry 9 hours. It include type of FDIs, which include greenfield investment, merger and acquisition, strategic alliances, benefit and drawback of FDI. Overview of a exchange rate system. Contemporary issue in international business like outsourcing and its potential for India, international business and sustainable development. So far we have discussed all the 5 units that are divided, and every broaden your horizon for international business. You have also several exercises here that demonstrate through case studies about the suitability of mode of entry in international business. An Apple case study would be helpful to you. Then we will discuss in class about comparative analysis of countries which are different in term of political, legal, and economic, cultural environment. And you could also get the project over this topic. Analyze data on trade of select countries to examine if the trade pattern conform to different trade theories. So here we will be analyzing the data of selected countries, and we will see that how different trade theories happen. Then we will make presentation on development in contemporary issues affecting international business such as sustainable development. We will do the project work in the class. There are some suggestive readings, like you can refer books D.D. Chaturvedi for your exam, and also Tata McGraw-Hill's International Business book. Here are some suggested readings. And to conclude, this subject will help you in not only exam but also in your professional journey, as international business in today's world is inevitable. So let's approach this course with a curiosity and determination, and it will open door to understand the world economy and your role in it. Thank you.